Alright, it's Saturday morning and it is like a jungle out there. Sweating like crazy. Look, the windows are fogged up. And it's 7:30 or something like that in the morning. Anyway, it's been doing that every year that I've been around here. So, summertime gets hot. That's what I think happens. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to do some stripping. Not me, but, well, I'm going to be doing it, but you know what I'm saying. I hope. I'm going to pull that other parts car in here and strip a bunch of parts off. That's what I'm going to do. So I need to clean stuff off this one. There's a few pieces in this car I can't figure out how to remove, so I'm going to do it on the parts vehicle. If I mess it up, won't feel so bad, you see. I got to clean up my workbench here. Oh, another thing happened this week. We got more better internet. Or at least that's what they told me. And it's cheaper. But now I have internet in the shop, which allows me to use my phone to stream music to my Antique Techniques boombox. But I tell you what, something happens to the quality of the music when you do that. It just gets not good. Like you got Krakow speakers from the 80s. I don't understand that. Maybe one of y'all can clue me in on what I need to do here about that. Because I do like to listen to the music. I got them big speakers. It'll jam out in here, you know. Oh, and I didn't really have a good experience with those guys. I don't know. It's just seems like everything you do, you can't just say, here, take my money. I'll take your good service. Thank you. Goodbye. It's a hassle. You got to deal with 49 people, call over to India, have that guy tell you what you're doing wrong. Da 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 da. It's just insane. It's just insane. The whole world's going to heck in a handbasket. And there's plans for that to happen, I believe. You know, you can look stuff up and see for yourself. Alright, I'm talking too much here. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking too much. So I'll shut up. My buddy, the guy with all the... He's a Pontiac guy. He's got parts galore. In fact, he went to Michigan and bought out an old guy who used to work in research and development when they were coming up with the 389s and 421s and all that stuff, and bought a bunch of experimental stuff. And I have, well, no, I gave it back to him, reel-to-reel movies of them testing the valve train. It's pretty cool stuff. Pontiac Research and Development. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I asked him, did he have one of them Lakewood things? He just texted me, said, one of these probably will do. He's got two of them. This guy. Well, and this reminds me, I'm going to put a new handle in my hammerhead there. You know, some people call me that. Hammerhead. Oh, right. I can't tell you how much better that is, having to be able to stream the music I really like instead of that nonsense they play on country music stations these days. Anyway, that's good. That's good. Here I have been with my file. That's a good file. I don't really remember where I got that from, but I'm glad I got it. I filed my hammer handle and put my hammer head on and got it on there good. Now I just need to put my wedges in and cut off the excess. And then probably put some linseed oil on it, huh? Well, there we are, folks. The parts car. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yes, I did notice it's been hit there. Anyway, it's got a good back glass. So I'm going to salvage that. It's got a spoiler. It's got the tail light. What else? This one has a nice seat pad. And this one, oh, I also need to salvage these pieces. It kind of looks like somebody did a wrap on the roof, don't it? Anyway, it has a nice seat pad, and I think it's pretty easy to come out, so I'm going to use that. It's got nice floor mats in it. Might use those in the 57. No telling what else we might use here, but... And the rest of it's, I'll sell it and then scrap it, I guess. So, I gotta run and pick up the bell housing for my Firebird, and maybe Mama, you know, it's nearly 10. She'll probably be getting around here pretty soon. Maybe she'll come out here and clean the trunk out of this thing and some other stuff so we can see what we're up against here. Sometimes I get in the middle of stuff, I forget the video. I went to my buddy's house. I posted that on Instagram. I didn't get no video, but he's got some really cool stuff over there. Really cool stuff. One in his garage. It's not his, it's his buddy's, but it's one of them Mustang race car only cars they built maybe 10 years ago. They're supposed to do it 9 seconds or 8 seconds or something a quarter mile. That thing's pretty cool. But I'm doing uncool stuff, like tearing apart a Mercedes. But it's going pretty fast since I did it already on the other car, at least to a degree. So I'm going to keep after it. And Mama's faithfully listing parts on the eBay. Right, babe? Right. That's what that's what her people would always say.
What would my people say?
Right?
I'm gonna start talking about your people.
Right? You can talk about my people too if you want. But I don't know what you're gonna say. We're pretty much perfect. Alright. Did I show y'all I picked up my flywheel? See it? Right there. And now I've got the Lakewood bell housing. By the way, my buddy said that came from the pile of stuff he got from the research and development guy in Michigan. Detroit. So that could have been on something really cool. We'll just never know. We'll just never know. But here's the reason I turned the camera on. I can't find my music wire, which I use to cut glass out, because I probably cleverly put it somewhere where I could find it easy. I just don't remember where that is, because it's been a minute since I took the glass out. Probably the last time I done it was that Firebird, and that's been a good 12, 14 years maybe. Maybe more than that, because the boy was just a little guy. He's probably like 14 years, I'd say. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can't find the music wire. This is really getting out of hand. You know, one of my buddies bought an old Duke power truck, and it had a big service body on the back full of bins and drawers. Maybe I'll see if I can buy that off him and park it out here somewhere. Put it out here and store all the bits in it in a more organized fashion, because this is, I gotta do a deep clean. I can't find doodly squat. I got all kind of stuff, but I can't find what I need when I'm looking for it, and it's just pitiful. Help if I didn't have this longer than a wet, weak truck in here. I'm a little bummed here. I notice on the, I thought we had a good seat cover, which we do, but it's a cheap replacement somebody put in it. It doesn't match the original interior. So that's the way that goes. Look at me all iPadding and everything in here, but listen to this. I was over at my buddy's house when I was picking up that part. We took a quick trip to Mexico. Sounds good on them speakers up there. It's legal to do that, right? Alright, she hasn't been doing no videoing, but neither have I, really, for that matter. But we got the broke pieces off the front of this car. The car's really not that terrible. If you had a radiator, front bumper, hood, fenders, and some other miscellaneous parts, you could drive it. Oh, a door, glass. Get the horrible weed smell out of the thing. Alright, I'm going to let her... For some reason, they put a wrap on the darn thing. Anyway, I don't need a wrap on these parts. So she's getting that off. And while she's doing that, I'm going to go out and put the trailer in the woods where I keep it and park it.